Hello, welcome back to Moments with T, where we talk about business, love, marriage, and everything that makes your life happy. Today, I have the one and only MC Mbakara. I hope I pronounced that well.
You tried. MC Mbakara.
Mbakara, okay. Yeah. Okay, so today, you know him. You know he's a social media influencer. You've seen him and Lolo online. You've seen them play love and everything. Is that thing real?
I guess it's not. I wish it was not.
It is real. It is real because we can see that you're looking fresh now. Madam is taking care of you.
Vice versa, she's also looking fresh. That means I'm also taking care of her.
Yes. Okay. So this show, we talk about love, we talk about marriage, we talk about business, just life in general. Right. And it's so good to have you. We want to ask one or two questions so that our viewers will be able to learn. How has it been? How long has been the marriage? Just tell us a little background about your relationship.
Marriage, like official marriage. This year will be 11th. Okay. But we spent 16 years together.
Okay.
Yeah. So we courted for 5 years, and then before we got married, and I've been married for 11 years in September.
Okay. Do you believe that there's something called the will of God when you are choosing a partner?
Yeah, I agree.
Did you go to any pastor to pray for you before choosing?
No.
So, do you believe that people go to men of God to ask for their partner if the person is okay for them? Did you do that at any point?
I didn't do that. You see, for now, me, I just don't want to talk about so many things again because I feel like we have put religion over too many things that God has given us responsibilities for.
Okay.
You know, so why do you need to be the man of God to choose a wife or choose a husband?
Okay.
The way the man or the woman treats you is enough to tell you whether he's your man or he's your woman. Okay. Life is very simple. Life is about principle. If the man is a good person, you will know. If he's a bad person, you know. So you don't expect a man that has that. In fact, just like my wife used to, when in her teaching, she tells you one of the reasons she got married to me is because of the way I react to other people who I cannot even benefit from. So if your husband or your wife is nice to people who are around, which is not even you that she's directly benefiting from, you should know that this woman is going to be a nice person.
What if the person is pretending?
How long can you pretend? And why would the person pretend? If I was rich when I was dating my wife and she was pretending, probably you can understand because she's pretending because I have money. But if I don't have money, what are you pretending? You're pretending to be nice for who don't get money. What's the end goal? Maybe say you want marry poverty. So I mean, I didn't meet any pastor. I don't feel like meeting any pastor. That has caused a lot of damages in marriage. Pastor will now prophesy and say, oh, I see this woman as your wife. I don't see this one as your wife.
And at the end of the day, sometimes you have issues and you are going back to the pastor to say, but you told me this, and the person still saying, stay.
God says,
what if the person is beating?
Osinachi.
So was there a particular thing you were looking out for in a woman before you married? I know some people want to learn, how do we choose our life partners? Is that something you should look out for?
Well, so there is nothing apart from, when your partner is interested in your goals, in your dreams. Okay. I think that's the first most important thing. When your partner is interested in your vision, when your partner is interested in your growth. Now it's supposed to be vice versa. So just the way the woman is interested in your own growth, that's how the husband is supposed to be interested, or the man or the fiancé is supposed to be interested in her own growth. So for me, I just met a woman that I saw was passionate about seeing me succeed, and for me that was it. And I think most importantly, I say, don't marry anybody you cannot forgive, because this race is an endless race. So
don't marry someone you can't forgive.
You keep getting hurt back to back till the day you leave this world. Yeah, So for me, I found a woman that I could forgive easily, no matter the weight of the offense. And so I felt like it was a yes, because we keep offending each other. So if you cannot forgive that person, if you are someone that has an unforgiving spirit, I think you don't have any business in marriage, because one way or the other, sometimes now if it offend you small, but your own what's it called, your own reaction might not be even more offensive. You know, so right now, I may offend you, but I need to forgive you because your reaction became even more offensive. You know, so at the end of the day, you see that two of you just have a way of. So I tell people, first thing in marriage, apart from love, because sometimes the way you love someone is the way you can hate. So you can love so much such that you cannot forgive. It becomes a problem. So it's not like you did not love, but you cannot forgive the person because you overloved the person. You understand? So sometimes it's not just love. Forgiveness is very, very important. You know, and anybody, any man or woman who is very quick to accept fault and say, I am sorry, it's a go. So for me,
accept fault. I think I picked that. Okay, there's this controversy around narcissistic men or women. I don't know if you've heard about it, where people say, oh, the person was actually nice, love bombed them. Because you know, you mentioned earlier that if the person is good to you, some people can actually pretend to be good, but by the time you come inside the marriage, you realize that it's a different version of them you're seeing. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, first,
some people are good with pretending, actually.
Yeah, so the pretending should come with reasons. Why am I pretending? Like, for instance, if the man is a rich man or the woman is actually maybe her parents are rich or she's rich, then the man needs to pretend to get something.
So that means there's something on the line.
Yeah, because I mean, two growing young people, what are you pretending for? You know, but again, we are human beings, things change. There are a lot of things, like things could happen along the line that could make someone react. You know, so some things could change. And but so these narcissists are people who, you know,
they lack empathy.
Yes, they always want to, you know, whether you are wrong, they will punish you. They are wrong, they will punish you. You know, he can be wrong.
I think they gain something from it.
It's just
a mental disorder.
Yes.
Because how would you look at someone and want to maltreat them?
The person, you know. So, I mean, if you have such, one of the first things you should do if it's from the woman's end is just to learn how to be quiet. Because those people here, if you argue with them, you get into trouble.
Why not walk away?
Well,
why should you suffer? When there are 1,001 million men out there or women you can get married to.
So I did a show just one season. Why you're not married? And so we were interviewing women. 85% of the women, why they're not married, because they are single mothers. So that's why it's always very hard for women to want to leave marriage. Single mothers to get married again in Nigeria or in Africa, it's very hard for a single mother to get remarried easily. Very hard. It happens, but it's very hard. Like one of them said, it was her husband's to be mother that refused her. That her son will not marry after one. So you don't see now another woman stop. So that's why sometimes it's not like we don't encourage. You can go, but
but men, when they have children and they're single fathers, it's easy for them to even get a single girl. You know. Why is it like that? You say that you men are selfish in Nigeria.
It's not us that are
selfish. You cannot selfish. How on earth would a woman be a single mother? You are saying that they don't want to choose them
because of the dynamics of. You see, it will not happen so much in the Western world.
Okay,
they can get married easily, but the dynamics of our culture, the man is a provider.
Okay.
So it is more like if I'm marrying a single mother,
I'll provide.
I'll start providing for another man's child. So that's first.
What if the single mother has something she's doing? She can cater for herself.
If she has something she's doing, and most times she can get married. Though. Most times, yeah.
Because the man is not saying it as a burden anymore.
Yeah. So you know, so that's the issue.
But women are not thinking in that light as I'm taking care of your child.
Even if you carry 4 children, enter marriage, say you be man, you marry another woman, you still take care of her and her own children. So it's not a problem for the woman, but it's a problem for the man's family because you're already bringing a burden. You know, but not for me, it's perspective because my mom is late, so I have a stepmom who also my husband late husband. Her husband was late too, so my dad still married her with her son, and we live as one family. So you know, so she's okay. My dad is okay. There was no challenge.
How was that experience?
For me, it was more like how would I call it? It was more like an answered prayer in disguise because I was the only child, and then the boy too is the only child.
So you had a brother.
Yeah, so the union brothers brothership, you know, be brotherhood.
So it was sweet. It wasn't a kind of African magic we watch with Patience Ozo, the
That's
stepmoms and the likes. Oh wow, that's a very good one. I grew up with two stepmoms. Actually, I did, even though it wasn't too palatable, but it was in between. It was in between. So my last question. I don't know if this one is going to bring in another question. What do you think about cheating in marriage?
So it's a big controversy that has lasted over the years,
Okay.
So men and women, so it's been a fight, and men saying men are polygamous in nature, and then women saying so. But if you check, there's this video we watched, medical dynamics. For a man, that's cheating. Or let's use the word sex, is not an emotional thing for a man.
Okay.
Meanwhile, it is for a woman. So
do you think that is true?
To a large extent, even if you check the biological system of a man and a woman, for a man, it's just something he wants to do.
Okay.
You understand? So it's just like when I tell people, you can give without loving, but you cannot love without giving. You understand?
You can give without loving.
Yeah. So if I give you something, I don't really love you. But if I love you and I don't give you, it's not true. Do you understand? Yeah. So for a man, it's just one of those things he wants to do. You understand? It's not something he takes. It's not a big deal for him.
Okay.
You understand? So that's physiology for a man gives men that what's it called? Gives men that perspective of this, they are serious. Why should they vex like that? Do you understand? Yeah, but for a woman, it's more emotional. So at the other end, if it will cost you your marriage, stay away from it. If it will cost you your marriage, stay away from it. Because like I used to tell people, cheating is a cultural belief.
Yes.
So the Muslim woman never sees the husband as a cheat. The traditional people never see the husband as a cheat. Somebody that already married 3-4 wives, if you hear that your husband is in a hotel with another woman,
you won't see it as anything.
It's not in you already did for house. So it's a cultural belief. So but at this time, it's not something people want to emphasize and say, but it's a cultural belief. So it's the Christian belief that it has been indoctrinated that no, your husband and her. So it's a cultural belief, and if you were born in that culture, you stay at that lane. You understand?
Okay.
So you maintain it based on just like some of these other the issues we have in our Nollywood, those people, and then people are quarreling and saying, it's traditionalist, it's this, is that. When you wanted to marry the other first one, did you tell her? Yeah. Was there an agreement that, okay, I can marry two or marry three? If you did not tell her, then
I think we should start signing those kind of agreements. It's important.
For this economy. You
call a lawyer to sign a prenup.
No man really wants to marry 2-3 wives again. No. It's before.
Really?
No man.
Maybe you are thinking like that. So we still have the ones that don't even have money. They know that the women will take care of their children, and they are still giving birth, going up and down.
Those ones are
irresponsible.
Not just irresponsible, for a local place now. You can't live for Lagos, married to wife now.
So to even get girlfriend safe, no problem now.
No billing. Don't live for Lagos.
And Lagos girls can actually bill a lot.
Go Lagos, go married to wife.
If like say this place, we are not like that. Yeah. We can still be understanding, No,
exposure matters now. You can see in anywhere in Nigeria, you cannot compare Lagos and Abuja. Yeah. The mindset is different. You understand? They stress already in that place called Lagos. Only house rent. Is it food to eat food? No problem. So so that place, they're not born any Lagos guy well. They think of second wife. Yes, more just the great for it, but say second wife.
Okay, there was something you said now that struck me. I said we might most likely ask another question. Right. I want us to talk about finances. Now that we've seen that the economy is somehow now, people like you, people look up to you as, I never knew influencing can actually be profitable, not until maybe we saw some people who do it like you. How did you start? That's one question. Then two, what is your advice for the upcoming youth now? Because it's looking like education is now taken for granted, because we believe that once you come online, you can make a lot of money. So why should I go to school? The end goal is to make money. So why? So I want to know how you started. I know you didn't start, as a big boy like you are now, How did you start? Can you just tell us?
Yeah, so first of all, in our days, we were doing this job for free. It was fun. So we did
Okay.
not know one day to start paying like this. So
Okay.
yeah, so we were doing it out of fun and wanted to be. In fact, the goal as at then is wanted to be celebrities.
Okay.
We didn't know it would come this big. And I mean, I think it was in our era that there was this breakout where content creators became big things and all of that. Then, if you are not a proper film actor, you know, you might not really have money like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, for me, it was out of passion. It was me trying to, you know, we came into Lagos, did film audition, did this. We're having a lot of issues. So, we decided to say, okay, let's use Facebook and tell the world our stories. And we started shooting our content on Facebook, not knowing that it will go viral. And I mean, this is where we are today.
Okay.
So, for me, it was more like it was for passion, not for money. Then talking about education, I feel that when they say education is a scam, I might not completely disagree,
Okay.
especially in our system. So they teach us what we don't need. They teach us. So
Okay.
we spend 6 years in secondary school, spend another 4 years, 10 years for what we don't need. If you send somebody to a mechanic school for 10 years, the person will come out as one of the best mechanic in Nigeria.
Yes.
And the person will do excellently well if the person keeping head down. So skills should be introduced into the Nigerian learning system. 85% of whatever you become now is skills. You know,
Okay.
from the tech skills to the mechanical skill, the electrical skills is just everything. You know, so how am I doing chemistry, biology, physics? Like you are doing too many things that you might not at the end of the day need at all. You know,
Okay.
and then you finish all of these stuff. So you now go to. I just feel they didn't teach us well in secondary school because we didn't know the purpose. Some things that I found very difficult in secondary school, I realized they were just mere English.
Oh.
They were mere
Wow.
English, but they did not teach us as English. So we were thinking that it was whether one chemical something. You know, there are so many things that are just pure English that are used in chemistry, used in physics, but they're just pure English. And then when you grow up, you now understand that these were English that were not. So I feel like the academic system has really deteriorated, you know. And then if you say people like this Olodo uprising, Abba, let Olodo uprise, oh. Now this Olodo make a lot of us. Now knock my love for streets. So the more you keep saying Olodo uprising, I want to challenge that stuff then, but I said I should keep quiet. When we were small, what was Mr. Bean teaching us? Those were the biggest actors back in the days. That the Queen of England at the time, sometimes cannot sleep, he does not see Mr. Bean. What was Mr. Bean not saying anything? So when you say Olodo uprising, why will you keep saying, oh, somebody finished from university's first class, they're giving the person 1 million, and somebody finished Big Brother, they're giving the person 50 million. Are we promoting? Baba, the person they give 1 million entertain us for 31 for 60 days or 90 days. Somebody was entertaining us for 90 days. You cannot compare these things.